Hi, my name is Summery. I've got the company Married to Wine, so I kind of live and breathe wine. But the past year, COVID has changed things for me. It has brought me in touch with people in so many different walks of life and in different career paths in wine. And I'm here today with three exceptional human beings, young in wine, but they've all three of them can tell you the story of how they've grown so much confidence being in the Cape Winemakers Guild Protégé program. And I take my hat off to you for where you are in your career and in this program. And it must have been tough in the beginning and walking into a cellar not knowing what to expect. From that where you are now, Terry, and to Ordinarily finally having his own wine brand. So if we can quickly just recap a little bit on this process. Terry, and this was your first year at Simonsberg.
Yes.
So what was it like? Was it what you expected?
It was much more than what I expected, I have to say. It was definitely an amazing yet challenging learning curve thus far. But I feel like that I've really grown a lot. Not only in the workplace, but also personally. Personally, my self-confidence, everything. I just feel that I've moved up a level already. And I've only been in the Protégé program like a few months. And I already feel that I've accomplished so much. So I feel that this is literally the first building block, building towards my future and the vision that I have for myself to one day become there where Vanilla is. So yes, this has really been a beautiful journey for me, challenging but beautiful, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Because I do think people don't always, when you think you're going to go study winemaking, it sounds quite glamorous, but you really have to get down and get dirty and get your hands in it.
No, definitely.
So was there
we all have to go through that. We all have to start at the bottom, and I think that's what makes it so amazing, because now you don't only get the final product, you don't only see the final product, you see, oh my word, there's so much sweat and blood and energy because you're tired all the time. Yeah. So there's so much that goes into that piece of art, and that's why you appreciate it so much more at the end of the day. So that's what for me, that for me personally is the most beautiful part, is the process that takes you to that bottle, to that brand of your own.
And Candice?
So I'm a third year protégé at the moment, and I've made my own wine for the Cape Winemakers Guild last year. And I feel like the 3 years that I've been here have been absolutely exceptional. I have gained so much knowledge, skills and experience. I've got to interact with some of the best winemakers in the world, and I think that's not something that you can compare to just leaving after your studies, just going into the industry on your own. It's a very forgiving industry, but it's also very difficult to get into because it's so small. So I think that having the Cape Winemakers Guild, having the mentors to back you when you are going on your own, that is the best thing for us. And I think the development and the transformation from when we started to where we are now, it's something that I can't compare.
COVID's made it difficult traveling wise. I don't think a lot of people were as free as they would like to have been traveling, but it's very important, I believe, if you understand what's happening in the terroir in South Africa, and then to go and benchmark it, not necessarily compare it, but you went to do a harvest in the Rhone.
Yes.
And how exciting to then come back and make a Shiraz, but making it true to our soil. So how was that process of making your own wine?
I think to have the backing or the experience of an international harvest, it changes your perspective when you make your own wine. It really contributes to the finesse and the elegance that you put into making your wine. And I think South African wines are so good, and we don't always put them up there with international wines, but I think that there's a good competition over here, and having the knowledge and skills to bring back to the South African wine industry, it's something that, it will only benefit the industry. So the experience that you get doing international harvests, it's just all to boost our own industry.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic product here. I mean, and if you look at the value and it's impeccable, and the people behind it, and it keeps changing, it's evolving. And to me, always the wine industry is like, it's like it shows change. I think it's where you can see progression in technology, in culture, in people the most. And I think, Vanelli, you can maybe give us the best insight there, looking back, having the eagle's view from where you're sitting. And how did you see the process change? And how do you feel about where you are now?
It's quite frightening. It's exciting and also frightening. In life, I think you must be nervous for anything. If you're doing something good, you must be nervous, because that's where you get goosebumps. You get to see that you're doing something which is really good. For me now, launching my own brand in a couple of days is quite nerve-wracking, because you never know how people are gonna perceive it or say it.
Yeah.
For me personally, the wine is really good, but now it's getting to see other people, to get other people on board and saying, no, I'll tell you what, this is a good wine, which is not an easy task. Coming back from Cape Winemakers Guild Protégé program, for me, it's what the program stands for. It gives you the opportunities to actually launch yourself and take the opportunities that are there. I always say that there are opportunities, but people need to take them. If you never take the opportunities, they will never be seen as people, be seen that there's opportunities within the industry. Luckily for me, it's just the timing was right and everything just aligned correctly, that I'm launching my wine brand with the help of a CWG member. Yeah.
That's very exciting. But just to sum this up quickly, I think why you guys are so important is that you come from different walks of life. You're going to make different wines. You're going to go into different career paths, probably completely different of what you're thinking currently. And I think the world and South Africa needs to sit up, and the rest of the world needs to sit up and take notice of what you're doing and take notice of where you're going in your career paths. And I'll be there supporting you all the way, and I'm very proud of how far you've come. And I can't wait to taste that wine. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Thank you very much. And let's look forward to a very successful Protégé auction. And build on this wine product of South Africa. That's also our culture. Thank you.